The next assumption that I've heard quite often from my own mom is that me and James are secretly married.
What's up, entertainers? Back at it again with another video. It's your boy James in the cut.
And your girl Megan.
Hey, how y'all doing today? I know today is
pretty.
Wherever you live at, you know, if it feels really good outside, let us know.
Yeah.
It feels good out here wherever we are.
Yeah.
You feel me?
And I'm sorry for the gum. I ate a banana for breakfast, so
I need to make sure I got my hand.
you just need to. Gum is gum, so I'll try not to smack for y'all. 1 second. We'll be right back.
12 seconds later.
Okay, y'all. So we're back in the car. We are doing the trend that's been on Facebook about answering, you know, people's assumptions. And like I was saying, since we don't have that big of a following yet, we wanted to do our friends and family's assumptions that we've heard about us before. We almost died, so that's cool. But anyways, our friends and family's assumptions about us. So, goodness, what is going on today? So let's get straight into it. If the car is mounty, we're on a back road. So
Back road.
Sorry. Assumption, which is what we hear a lot for some reason, is that I'm pregnant.
Yes. Oh my God.
James had some family members come here to visit other family members, and he went to go see them, and my stomach was hurting and I just didn't feel good. I had food poisoning. And he told them, you know, because they were like, where's Megan? And he was like, you know, her stomach's hurting, she's not coming. Oh, is she pregnant? Like, first of all, you have to be having sex to get pregnant. And me and James have both said, like, we've had sex, yes, but we also made the decision to stop until we marry one another. So you have to be actively participating in sex to get pregnant.
Right.
So I'm not pregnant. I've actually been losing weight. So I don't know. And it's not even like, I don't even think it's because like I look it. I just think it's because people assume, oh, like we spent all this time together and all this stuff that like we're just automatically doing
the deed,
stuff that we shouldn't be doing, which I don't know who shouldn't be having sex, but I'm an adult. I can do what I want. But we're choosing to not have sex anymore.
My thing is, instead of assuming,
ask.
You know, instead of just making, like, I understand y'all want to joke and things like that, but that's not a cool joke. You feel me?
It's not.
Because if I come up to you and tell you that, you know, my girl's stomach's hurting, you know, take me for my word. You know, I ain't doing nothing. And even
they didn't even ask like, oh, you know, or say, you know, hope she's feeling better, anything like that. It's just, oh, bet she's pregnant. No, I had food poisoning. Thank you for asking so much. I appreciate that. Got dehydrated, but you know, it's cool. No big deal. So no, I'm not pregnant at all.
Right.
Never have been. Won't be for a few years until we are financially in the surplus. Not even stable. It is financially abundant.
Right.
And we are more than financially stable to have a kid, because we want to provide everything for our kids that they need and most of their wants. So we're planning accordingly. That's all you need to know about that. So number 2,
I can throw out this one, is the assumption that I'm living with Megan. I do not live with Megan.
No.
I stay on campus, on ETSU campus. I got a dorm room and things. We hang out a whole lot, but at the end of the day, I go back to my dorm at the end of the night. So,
and here's the thing, y'all. Even if he wanted to spend the night, it's really none of y'all's business. Like,
it's not
at all. We're both doing very well. I've gotten Dean's List every single semester except for my first semester here. I mean, in college, and every semester after that, I've gotten, you know, Dean's List. So if every now and then James wanted to crash at my apartment, it's not the end of the world. Like, it'll be okay, I promise. And I guarantee you, because we just said we're not having sex, we're probably up all night watching Netflix.
Yep, we just got done watching Power.
Like, we just finished season 5 of Power, and that took us to like 3 a.m. So
about 5 o'clock in the morning.
We get our schoolwork done. You know, he gets to work on time and all this other stuff. Watch this car. Slow down.
I see it.
So if you're so stressed in your life that you have to worry about if James is spending the night with me or not, I'm sorry for you. But no, he does not live with me. You know, he had some situations with his family happen, so some of his stuff is at my apartment, but he does not live with me at all, not until we get married. I don't know how much clearer we can be. You can choose not to believe, because I know there's still going to be people that be like, I don't believe. I don't care. I do not care.
Right.
Because 9 times out of 10, the people that say, I don't believe you, don't have a huge part in our lives anyways.
Right.
You know, my parents know the truth. You know, those people that are close to us know, what's up. So
right.
It's all good. The next assumption that I've heard quite often from my own mom, every time I tell her I have a surprise for her, is that me and James are secretly married or secretly engaged.
No. We'll let you know. We will let everyone know when that happens.
Why would we?
Closest to us, because we would.
Why would we choose to get married while being broke when we don't have to?
Broke.
Like, we want to, and on top of that, if we were married, we would make sure we'd have enough money to at least get a bigger apartment. I'm in a 500 square foot apartment. Like, I barely have enough room for me and 2 dogs, let alone, we're not married at all, not engaged. He promised me he would record it and we'd share it with you guys. That's part of our plan. So, not married, not engaged. I don't know when I'll get engaged. That's on James. And I don't think he's going to tell y'all right now because I'm sitting here. So, no. That's not what's up. So, yeah. Have you heard any more?
No, just those 3.
I've heard a few more.
You heard a few more?
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I got was about you being pregnant and about the marriage and us living together.
No, I've heard that we have switched up since we got to Johnson City, and the reality is we haven't switched up. We've grown up.
Don't like Chattanooga at all. Do not like going to Chattanooga.
We both had, and it's not, we'll rep Chattanooga. We're both from Chattanooga. We have no problem saying that. We both got bullied for most of our lives in Chattanooga. It's not Chattanooga. It's the people that we encountered in Chattanooga. And so whenever we go somewhere, and 9 times out of 10, we have bad memories there. It's dramatic. Like the last time I went to Chattanooga, and we were only there for like 2 or 3 days, and it was because we were leaving, to go on our Florida vacation with my family. And I literally had like a mini panic attack, because when you're just driving down those streets, you're like, oh, that's when I got called this, that's when somebody said that. And it's not so much letting go of it, because I can let go of it. It's those are triggers. So when you go back, you almost in your mind relive those things. And so, we love people that are in Chattanooga, but as far as like the environment for us where we want to have our family, it's not for us. Chattanooga is not a bad place. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. As far as for us living there and wanting to go back quite often, we don't. My parents come, green punch back, no punch back. My parents come to Johnson City quite often, or we'll meet in Knoxville, like a lot, because they understand, they both were from Ohio and Knoxville, and they don't go back to those places that much if they can avoid it because of triggers for them. So they get it. So they go out of their way to make sure me and James aren't, stressing.
Great punch back, no punch back.
But so no, we haven't switched up. We've grown up. I think a part of us moving away from Johnson City, you have to have friends that are willing to travel. And we are more than willing to travel, but most of our friends always want us to come to them and don't come here to see us. And that's hard, and that puts a strain on relationships. And I think also, this is my first relationship ever, and this is James's first relationship where he's like, no, like, I actually want to marry you and all this other stuff. And, you know, also right before me and James started dating, he became a Christian. So that changes a whole nother dynamic. He doesn't do the things that he used to anymore. So that's why, you know, in some of our videos we say you gotta surround yourself with people that let you grow up and let you change. Because I know that we still have friends that, you know, we would die for to this day, but they still see the old Megan and James. Like, we have this one friend who's always like, don't tell Megan this, don't tell James that. But it's like, why? Well, they used to, you know. Yeah, I used to.
Keyword used to.
But you haven't been around me enough recently to know if I do that or not anymore. So I really don't think we've switched up. I think we've grown up, and I think there's some people in your life that grow up with you, grow up apart from you, and y'all come back together. Or some people who just are stuck in the past. And me and James have no problem talking about the past. Me and James both have no problem apologizing for the bad decisions that we made in our past. But we're not going to have people around us that when they look at us, they only see our past and can't see our present. Because maybe then you're not meant to be a part of my future, you know? And that's not shade, that's not drama, that's not any tea, that's just a part of growing up. And so, yeah, I think that was pretty much it, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I've heard any other assumptions. Hopefully we clear the air. Hopefully y'all believe us. If you don't, I'm so sorry for you that you do, because you're wasting your time trying to not believe us. But if you choose to, that is your decision. But we really do love you guys, and we hope that we can keep growing. We're going to have more fun content. Like I said, we took a couple weeks off to come up with more ideas. James about to go into work. I have to go do some school work, and then I have like this speech thing that I have to go to for psych, speaker series thing. So anyways, yeah. We love you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope that it is as beautiful for y'all as it is for us. It is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Also be praying for us. We have some exciting things that might be happening soon in regards to James, in regards to me. So just be praying for us to be patient, waiting on God's timing, not rushing anything, and honoring him with our actions and words and decisions on camera, off camera, here in Chattanooga, in Knoxville, wherever we're at. We're just letting Christ flow out of us. And yeah, make sure to like, comment down below, share the link, subscribe. Once you subscribe, you can
smash that bell icon like you never smacked it before, so you can stay up to date to our JMD entertainment for you guys, our entertainers. So remember that only you can live your life. So you might as well entertain yourself along the way. Love you guys. Deuces. Shout out to this lighting though. It is on point. Yes. Yes, slay. Bye guys. Bye.